the Baltic states, Poland, Romania, and Finland are taking the threat posed by Russian drones increasingly seriously. This has prompted Poland to strengthen the airspace along its eastern border with the SAN short-range air defense system, which Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk describes as a unique system in Europe with no comparable example elsewhere. But can this system truly prove its effectiveness? Let's dive deeper. The skies above Warsaw, Vilnius, and Helsinki are no longer simply calm and empty expanses. Beyond the clouds and above the dense forests that separate the Baltic states from Russia and Belarus, an invisible threat continues to loom. It is no longer the deafening roar of supersonic fighter jets, but rather the low hum of thousands of small drones capable of crippling critical infrastructure before conventional radar systems can even detect them. NATO and the European Union now find themselves at a crucial crossroads, recognizing that their eastern flank requires more than diplomacy alone. It needs a new generation of defensive barriers. This growing tension is not without reason. In recent months, Poland, Romania, and the Baltic states have reported a troubling increase in security incidents. Unidentified drones, strongly suspected of being Russian reconnaissance assets or even loitering munitions, have repeatedly violated their sovereign airspace. These developments have created a sense of urgency among defense leaders across the region. The solution is no longer limited to deploying troops along border trenches, but instead involves constructing what has ambitiously been termed a drone wall. This massive project involves the large-scale integration of advanced sensor networks, interconnected radar surveillance systems, and electronic warfare assets capable of blinding an adversary's digital eyes. The plan is for this defensive wall to stretch from Finland in the north all the way to Romania in the south. It represents a collective effort to ensure that not a single centimeter of airspace goes unmonitored. However, detection is only half the battle. The real challenge emerges when thousands of low-cost drones are launched simultaneously in swarm attacks. Using Patriot missiles worth millions of dollars to shoot down drones costing only a few $1,000s each is economically unsustainable. This is where Poland, standing on the front line of NATO eastern defenses, has introduced a solution that is smarter, deadlier, and far more cost-effective. A new chapter in Poland's defense industry was written. Polska Grupa Zbrojeniowa, the state-owned defense giant, unveiled the core component of its latest short-range air defense system, known as SAN. This launch was more than just a routine technology showcase. It was a declaration of war against the evolving air warfare asymmetries driven by the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. The Polish government is taking no chances with its production schedule. In an unprecedented acceleration effort, Warsaw intends to deploy the SAN system along its eastern border before the end of 2026. This urgency is fueled by a harsh reality on the battlefield. The aerial threat landscape has changed completely. Cruise missiles and fighter aircraft are no longer the only concerns. Today's most pressing threats are low-flying, slow-moving, and small aerial objects capable of slipping beneath the detection range of traditional air defense systems. SAN was specifically designed to fill a critical gap in Poland's layered air defense architecture. While the Patriot system is responsible for countering long-range ballistic threats, and the Narif system engages medium-range targets, SAN serves as the last line of defense, protecting against threats at close range and very low altitudes. Polish officials describe SAN as a direct response to Russian tactics that frequently employ a combination of reconnaissance drones and precision-guided munitions to strike logistical hubs and support infrastructure. With its high mobility and rapid response capability, SAN is designed not only to defend territory, but also to ensure that frontline maneuver forces remain protected under an impenetrable defensive umbrella. Imagine a foggy dawn on the Polish border. Radar systems detect a swarm of Russian micro and mini drones flying just a few meters above the ground, using the terrain's contours to avoid detection. In older systems, these drones might have slipped through unnoticed. However, SAN has a different set of eyes. At the core of the system is a specialized anti-US radar operating in the X-band. This radar is optimized to detect targets with extremely small radar cross-sections, targets that conventional radars would typically dismiss as noise or interference. As soon as the X-band radar detects a target, the data is immediately passed to a dedicated tracking radar that refines the target's coordinates within milliseconds. This sensor-to-shooter cycle is exceptionally short, allowing the system to respond before enemy drones can transmit reconnaissance data back to their command center. To neutralize these threats, SAN employs two highly efficient layers of engagement. The first layer is a 35mm weapon system developed by PT Radwar. This is far more than a conventional anti-aircraft gun. It fires programmable airburst ammunition, with each round containing a small onboard computer programmed to detonate at the precise point in front of the drone's flight path. The explosion releases a lethal cloud of metal fragments. Think of it as a giant shotgun capable of destroying entire drone swarms with a single burst, at a fraction of the cost of using missiles. The second layer consists of guided 70mm rockets that provide extended range, enabling the system to pursue individual drones attempting to escape or operating beyond the gun's effective range. All of this advanced technology is integrated into a highly mobile platform. Using Kongsberg's Protector family remote weapon station, SAN operators can control the weapons from inside a protected armored cabin using digital displays and joysticks. The entire system is mounted on domestically produced Jeltz truck chassis and Leguan tactical vehicles, ensuring that SAN can be rapidly redeployed to keep pace with evolving threats. In addition, each SAN battery is equipped with a long-range three-dimensional radar offering 360-degree coverage and an identification friend or foe capability. This is crucial in the chaos of modern warfare, helping to prevent friendly fire incidents in which Allied drones could be mistakenly engaged. Operationally, SAN creates what can be described as an autonomous defense zone. Even if the enemy launches a powerful electronic warfare attack to disrupt communications, each SAN unit can continue operating independently. These units are capable of protecting critical infrastructure, including airports, logistics hubs, and power plants, from one-way attack drones. What do you think about the SAN system? Is it a strategically effective solution? Or could it still be outmaneuvered by Russian tactics? That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.